Shout out to Nigel Hall for this one, but
Is the Family Dynamics Podcast with Kevin and Alicia Meeks.
when I became a co-parent, like I didn't, as a father, like I had no clue that, like I knew like you had rights, but at the same time, it's like, when you see things in your neighborhood or you see your father or you see uncles or other cousins, the way they co-parent with their baby mama, right? And the way I seen it was they pay their child support or they come around when they feel like it. And the mama has all of the control. And it's kind of like you're reactive as a father. So when I became a co-parent, like that's what I model. I'm like, okay, well, this is how it go. The mama has all of the power and you just got to get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? And however it roll, it just however it roll until I got some information. And like, that's the thing, information change situations. Like you see all of this stuff now, like father's rights, but you don't believe it until it's your situation and you trying to change the dynamic of the way you parent or the dynamic of the way your child, daughter, or son see you. So shout out to Nigel Hall for that, for a post that she made when she was asking the question, like, how was it when fathers first start co-parenting? And for me, man, I felt super powerless. But it wasn't until I got some information to say that I'm just as much, if not more important than the mother. I mean, I don't take nothing away from the mother, but when I got that information, I gained a newfound confidence, insight, and I felt more empowered. And I even gained custody through it because I was more engaged as a father, because you couldn't just say what you want, do what you want, and have me left to pick up the pieces. Because here's the thing, as a father or a baby father, or however you want to frame it, you're blamed for everything the child isn't, not is, but isn't. And the child is, if the child is not going, if the life of the child is not going the way it should be going, I mean, he or she should be going in society, or if they're not performing well, if they're not a productive citizen, the baby father 9 times out of 10 in these day and ages get blamed for it. So it's imperative that us as fathers be more engaged and more involved as fathers right off the bat. And the relationship stuff and the stuff that we have and the feelings that we have towards our child's mother has to take a back seat. And I said this a million times. And for mothers, like, it has to take a back seat. And I think that this teamwork thing is so cliche, and it seems like, oh, that's a good idea that for us to be a team. But the truth is, a lot of times we just won't be teammates. I'll be an island and you'll be an island. And a lot of times we're very reactive as fathers, and even mothers reactive. If you have a child who spends a lot of time with the father and he or she comes to you, and you have to kind of reprogram some of the mindsets the father has instilled into the child, and vice versa with the mother to the father. A lot of times in my co-parenting situation or my relationship with my sons, I've had to reprogram from weekend to weekend. Like, hey, that's not how we conduct ourselves as a young man, or that's not the thinking, or that's not how we groom ourselves, or that's not the etiquette at the table. So shout out to Nigel Hall for her post. So I really appreciate that. Hey, as fathers, hey, look, get engaged, know what your rights are. You are more than equal, and you deserve every aspect of your child's life. So that's what I got to say about that.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Family Dynamics Podcast with Kevin and Alicia Meeks.
Thank you, guys.
Please like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to follow us on social media at The Family Dynamics.
We'll see y'all in a minute.
Bye.